I'm delighted to be here with Donald McGarva in this series of conversations for today, interviews about leadership in our difficult environment. Donald McGarva is the Group CEO of Amino Technologies PLC, and he's also Chairman of the CBI for the East of England. I suppose as we commence the fourth week of lockdown in the UK, many organisations and people, I think, are still adjusting to that new normal. I think leadership's never been so tested or so visible, and perhaps that age-old expression, is truer than ever, that in times of crisis, great leaders emerge. And of course, we're seeing some leaders not, unfortunately, emerge at all. So I've got a few questions that I'd like to explore with you to share with everyone. Despite the hard decisions and judgments that you've clearly been having to make over the last few weeks, in an ever-changing landscape, I know that at the beginning of this lockdown, you were very much focused on your people, giving them time, giving them space, giving them a lot of support to adjust to for many was a new normality that was actually really hard. I'm coughing now, that's not good. But I think it was very much, you had a human focus that at least initially possibly even overrode the commercial one. But a few weeks in, what would you say is different and important now?
Well, nothing's changed from our point of view, and from my point of view. In fact, it's probably become even more important. Now, we set out at the beginning of this, I said that, look, the most important thing is if we look after our people will look after our customers, and our customers will take care of the business. Yeah. And that's fundamentally the focus that we've had. And, we were in some ways a little bit fortunate in that we did get a bit of a preview of this. We're very much a global company, and we were quite impacted in Hong Kong and China and Asia, 3 months before this. So we saw the impact of that. Initially, we perceived the impact to be in our supply side of the business. But what we quickly realised that actually it was more in terms of our people and the impact of people. Because our people in Hong Kong, working from home was a pretty new concept. They live in sort of more cramped conditions, etc. So we saw firsthand the impact of them having to work out of their homes and how that impacted on their lifestyle, their families, etc. So we did get a bit of a dry run, and we realised that if we could...
Was any of that surprising?
Yes, I mean, a lot of us thought working from home is not such a big issue. But when you've got to take the whole business working from home, it's a massive issue. Just look at software developers. You think you can code anywhere. Well, you have to whitelist devices. You have to have the right tools. They have to have the right level of broadband at home, or be able to deal with that by tagging on a phone or mobile phone or whatever. So there's a lot of really little technical nitty-gritty. Have they got a seat in the desk that they can work out that isn't the kitchen table because the family need to eat there at 5 o'clock? So all of those little things became quite big things. And we realised, our team in Hong Kong were fantastic about making sure that everybody did the right tools. And then the communication started to cut in, because we realised that we have to communicate differently. We're going to have to use better tools. We're going to have, we tried all the different video conferencing facilities. So we're using Zoom today. We use Zoom. We use that for our bigger gatherings. We use Microsoft Teams for when we get smaller gatherings, which is probably a little bit more effective for those. So we start to use the tools a bit more different. But the big thing became how we keep motivation and the confidence, of our team, to make sure that they were all focused on their customers and the deliverables and the family as well, and how we mix in with that. So, we did, we have a lot of people actually, funnily enough, who are working harder than ever. We do a whole bunch of online services, so we customers have seen massive increase in number of subscribers, hours that people are watching media and content. So some of our people are working 24/7, and how do they make that work and do that all remotely? So that hasn't changed. And what we've found is that we're just doing a few small things, like send them a fruit basket or a vegetable basket, has been brilliant. And then we've got a whole load of new events and opportunities to sort of socialise differently, and that's really had quite a positive impact. But again, obviously we focused on some things in the business, commercially. So we've taken decisions again that make sure that we can take some of the uncertainty away for our people, make sure that we're robust to get through whatever comes next.
Yes.
We're only in the first stage of this, so we've got more to come, unfortunately. And it's not all going to be good, far from it. So we've got to make sure the business is robust as possible, and that everybody knows what they've got to do and what they can do to get through this.